coverage and all this. Looked around, seen him. I just hollered at a few people. I talked to Alvin, and then he was like, "Yeah, jumper," because I that was another situation. I've been telling
Mm-hmm.
Alvin for years about how I wanted to do media coverage and all that stuff. He was like, "Yeah, I know Adriana. She's real cool, man. Hit her, reach out to her, man. I'm sure she'll be down." And he was right. Alvin told me to reach out to Adriana. I did. Damn, I literally forgot Alvin was the one that told me to reach out to
That's
Adriana
crazy.
until I just said that.
I knew I went to school with Alvin. I went to Mount with him, and we had a class together. And
Yeah.
I didn't even know that he was like that deep into like the media and stuff until one day he popped out and he working for the news. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Alvin,
Yep.
and then Alvin like he tapped in to
Yes.
everything
Yes. Yes.
with everybody. That's like that caught me off guard. Like,
It feel good seeing Alvin out here because I was around when he first got his foot in the door. Like when he first started photography before
mm-hmm.
anybody knew who he was. And now he working for the news and everything, setting his own prices. He done did all kind of huge events. I'm like, I'm so proud of him. I remember Alvin was grinding when we was trying to have just meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin would walk across town just to get
Yeah.
there. Like now he got his own car, own crib, and everything. I remember I done
Yeah.
seen Alvin come up for sure, for sure. Like we didn't shoot. It's been a journey.
And that's the dope. Like that's one of the dopest things that I think is like with everybody who trying to, like who are part of this little movement in this community, is
Hmm.
like we got somebody almost in every like area.
Yes.
Like we got it's somebody that we know like yeah, we got this person over here. And that's what I feel like I be telling people, obviously it's a lot of folks who've been a part of this a lot longer than me.
Hmm.
But I feel like since I started like from 2020 to 2025, I feel like it's a shift happening. And it's almost just like as soon as everybody over here just figures out this one last thing, like how can we fund this project, or how can we
Yep.
fund this thing? Because I've been saying for years to different people, I'm like, I feel like we just need to like production, just produce our own content, produce our own everything, put it out, produce our own events,
Yes.
it put ourselves on, be the ones who like create that. And it's just like that one piece is missing. As soon as we get that one piece figured out, then it's just
And that's
it,
what led to me being somewhere everywhere. I be that's those are the kind of thoughts that run through my head. Like sometimes everybody just need like one piece that's missing.
yeah,
Like let me get in here and see where I can help and see if I can be that piece or figure out what that piece is. Like
yeah,
so,
yeah. And like literally, like you were saying earlier, like we have it's a whole industry here. And I don't think people realize that. Like I had somebody, I have a friend of mine here. He a little homie of mine. And I had to catch myself because I be feeling away sometimes because he love Detroit. He always in Detroit. And
mhm.
he ups Detroit, but it's almost at the extent of Flint.
Oh, I know some people like
And
that.
I be
Yeah.
like, listen, I ain't got no beef with Detroit, but
But
listen,
chill out on
chill
that,
out.
man. Like chill
Chill out.
out.
Anytime I'm in Detroit, I'm from Flint, y'all.
We got all the same. We can make the same movement.
We
It's
can
just
make the
Detroit is a
same
bigger
movement.
city.
It's just a bigger city. That's it. That's
Yep.
all. And it's like I almost think like they got communities and culture there. I'm not fully tapped into all of that over there, so I won't speak on it too much. But
Mhm.
I know what we got here is like it's special.
Yes.
And it's almost like everybody who's a part of it goes out their way to protect it and make sure ain't nobody getting into it
Yep.
that, trying to be negative or destroy it or,
Yes.
anything like that. And that's like, I so appreciate that because me coming in, I came in when I was like 22. And I feel like it was a lot of people who protected me and looked out for me. I know I said this when I was on your show, like, uh, Blood Rich looked out for me, held me down,
Yeah. Shout out to
you know.
Blood Rich. Yeah.
All of it, like I literally like I go ham for some people because it's like these are the people that like raised me up and they showed me, they taught me, they always showed love to me when I ain't know what I was doing. I still sometimes don't even really know what I'm doing, and I'm
Hey,
just like I try my best to
it's learning
to
progress.
to present and to offer as much, even with like the studio, like you need to use the studio, hit me up. Like I ain't tripping off of nothing because I want to. Like I feel like everybody can win. You know, like
Yeah.
this thing I don't have everything in the world, and what I do have is certainly not perfect, but if I can help in some way, I'ma help in the way that I can. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's like I think that's the special thing about here. Like I've been different places. Obviously, you know, I've been out in California and I enjoyed it for what it was, but I saw how much they protected what they had out there and they
Mhm.
wouldn't let nobody else really into it like that.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, that let me know like, okay, I can't speak for everybody. I can speak for me when I say my mission, my journey, it starts here. Like and creating something here. Like it just I just can't even see myself going somewhere and putting something somewhere else and just not like starting it here. You know what I
Where you
mean?
come from.
Yeah.
I was told that living out in Vegas, just being around others and their support systems and anybody creating some motion, like even people coming from Cali or Arizona or something, like they had they people that they brought with them. They were like, yeah, where your people? I'm like, I'm out here by myself. And then shoot, like I got brought in close to other, crews and stuff like that
Mhm.
that way. But they would teach me, like teach and tell me the same stuff. Like you gotta go back home and really make some stuff happen. Do what you can. Yeah.
Nah, for real. I was at the Capitol. I went to the award ceremony. Was that last week or the week before? Something like that.
I think last week.
I think it was last week.
How was it?
It was cool. I ain't stay the whole time.
Okay,
I ain't know.
okay.
I ain't know it was gonna be actual awards. That was my first time going, and we got the local got nominated. I ain't even like randomly one day got an email that we was nominated. And low key, I forget. I'm not that person. Like I'm a super like low key person, so I'm not like
Yeah.
award shows. Like I'm like cool, but I'm not. You know,
Oh, so
I'm
that would have been the moment we grew up seeing in award shows.
yeah
Yeah, Maya, who's representing local, didn't make it tonight, so I'm
yeah
gonna accept this on her behalf.
for
We gonna
real.
make sure we get it to her after
That
the show.
that
Like,
was for real what was about to happen because I showed up forgot about it.
yeah,
But when I went and I'm looking around and I'm like, this is cool, but I don't know if this is a full representation of what the industry is, like the Flint industry is
yeah,
becoming. And in that moment, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make my own capital. I'm gonna have to, like make one that I know is like
yeah,
this for us.
yeah,
Like, and I see that now, kind of being in almost like two worlds of this is historically what Flint is. This is historically the upper echelon of Flint
yeah,
versus like the people I see actively like doing stuff, making moves, being the ones that the kids is looking up to, or being the ones that's creating a safe space for the kids. And I'm like, how we bridge that gap because it's not a lot of people that they let see that other side of Flint. Like
nope.
I remember I was talking to Najee one day and we had a whole conversation about how it's millionaires and billionaires in Flint.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't even know.
Don't even
Cause
know it.
don't even know or don't even understand. And they just go about their business and do what they do. And when he said that, I was like, dang, you right. Cause I didn't shook hands with these people and met these people. And it's like, a lot of people don't even see that side of it and don't know that that side exists. And it's almost like when they show you that side, it's like, listen, I'm gonna show you this, but don't be
Yeah.
pointing me out. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
this is exclusive club. We letting you see it right now,
Yep.
but chill,
Yep.
And that's where it's like as soon as I started realizing those things, I'm like, I ain't gonna tell them who, but I'm gonna let y'all know they out
They
here.
out here.
They out here.
They
Like it's
out here.
possible.
Yes, yes. That's more. I was only in Vegas for 3 years, but I got so much experience out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's something else I experienced. You meet somebody and you didn't even know they was like the wealthiest one in the room, and they was
Mm.
like, "Damn, I've been talking to this person all that time and didn't
Whole
know." And they
time.
was like, "Yeah, that's why they was talking to you that whole time like that, because you treated
Mm-hmm.
them like they was normal, and you didn't separate them based off of their title. Like
Mm-hmm.
you literally didn't know who they were, so they didn't mind talking to you that
Yep.
long." I'm like, "Wow, that's
Yep.
crazy." I just learned so much from that person. Not even know, like, "Oh yeah,
Yep.
this guy runs this company." Like,
Mm-hmm.
what? Like, we be at that place all the time.
All
Like,
the
yeah,
time.
that CEO. like founder. Like, oh man, like
Mhm.
that's crazy. They was like, yeah, just be yourself, man. Don't treat you running like celebrities or whoever running something. Don't some of them, a lot of them. I ain't even gonna say some. Many of them respect you more if you just treat them.
Just be regular.
Just be regular.
That's why. That's part of why I didn't vibe in L.A. I'm not gonna blame all of California. I'm just gonna blame the part of LA I was in around the people that I was around because it was a lot of that. Like, if it was somebody they felt like was a celebrity or something like that, or could get them somewhere, they was all in their face. And
Mm-hmm.
and that's one thing that I didn't. That was, if nothing else, that stood out to me when I was out there. And I don't want, it wasn't the people who was from LA, it was all of the other people who had come there
Yeah.
and thinking they stars. And that's one thing that I couldn't never like vibe with, because like we were saying earlier, like, you somebody who, I'm cool with playing any role, just let me know what you need me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I appreciate about the people around now, because it's like, what you need? You need me to grab? You need me to help you take something up the stairs? You need me to, you need me to, what you need? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
There's
cool with
always
doing.
something that got to be
Yeah, it's
done.
always
So,
something. You need me to sweep? What you need me to do?
yep.
Like, just people like that. And I so appreciate that we have that here, where everybody don't have to be in the forefront. Like, everybody don't have to be the stars in every moment. But it's like, I feel like everybody kind of makes sure that everybody gets their moment to be the star.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's like, whatever you need in that moment, I got you. Like, it's so many people. Sailor, for instance. Sailor is one of the people, when I first started at the local, he was there. Like, I was interning, this probably like 2017, 2018, 2019, around that time. And I always tell people, like, Sailor and them, that whole crew that was there, like, they the ones who raised me. They showed me everything. They, like, I had no experience whatsoever. I was fresh out of high school. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I was just here, and most of the time I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, to this day, anytime Sailor pulls up to the local, like a show will finish up, he putting away chairs, he sweeping, he going and mopping, and I'm like,
Shout out to
I
Sailor.
ain't even know Sailor was here. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
what's
for
happening?
real. That's how. Hey, that's how it be.
Yeah,
For
and
real.
I
For real.
like I love that, and I don't feel like that gets celebrated enough to enough people. Like, we spend a whole lot of time pointing out the negative, or pointing out who ain't showing love, or this and that. But I think, like, what I want to always do is make a conscious effort, any room that I'm in, anywhere in the world, to say, like, the best people I ever met in the world came from where I'm from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, legitimately, the most creative people, the most talented people
Yep.
came from my backyard. And like, I literally got to watch all of these people be stars. Like, I had Jeff on the show like probably like 2 weeks ago. Jeff was the first person who came in studio to do an interview.
Okay. Okay.
And when I finished, I was like, I got Jeff on here. I feel like I feel like
Yeah.
I accomplished something. Like, I did it.
Yeah.
Like, he stamped it and it's stamped. It's good.
That's funny. The last two people you mentioned, I was just with both of them. We just went bowling,
Oh, real?
sailing. We got caught out when we was bowling. Some dudes was watching us play the whole time. They thought because we was fucking up, we was gonna play trash. Can I go somewhere? I showed this cause.
Yeah, you could. You could.
Okay. Yeah, and these dudes like, hey, y'all trying to play us for some money? Like, what? Jeff was like, what? Like, man, cause I'm already like trying to get my get back with Jeff and Sailor, cause the last game they just killed me, and so I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get them. I can't go out like that. And then we got called out. They was like, yeah, y'all against us. So we had to team up, drag these dudes. Jeff went crazy. He turned Super Saiyan to something. He bowled a 226. He was hitting everything. We and Sailor was like, dang, like, okay, we definitely ain't losing this game.
People don't be understanding when
On
you
they
put
head.
money up.
Yeah. It's a whole different
You get
beast come out.
activated. You get activated.
Like, for real. For real, for real. Yeah. Sometimes that's what it takes though. Have people to come through and step up. Step in and step up.
Mhm. Mhm. We just kind of jumped in here, but y'all, this is Cris Da Boss.
Hey,
Welcome, Cris Da
what's
Boss, onto the
going
show.
on? What's going on?
The man with much to discuss.
Hey.
So we're gonna work in reverse a little bit. Cris, can you introduce yourself to the people? Kind of let them know what you do. How long you a OG around here, because you've been doing this for a while now. So
Yeah.
just let the people know who Cris Da Boss is and what you got bubbling.
Yeah. Well, it's your boy, Cris Da Boss, with Much to Discuss Media. Um, Hip hop artist from Flint, Michigan. I am a interview talk show host with my podcast talk show, Much to Discuss. Um, Much to discuss. Basically, I started I started podcasting and doing media coverage. During my I was looking for something else to keep me busy when I was on a bit of a hiatus from like my music and just life in general. I just needed a way to stay stay engaged with things I love doing, and I needed a way to still speak to people if I wasn't gonna be talking to people through my music. I needed another a way to get out and do something, be active and hit big stages. And
Mm-hmm.
shout out to my producer Soldier on the beat.
Shout out to Soldier.
He's the one who suggested podcasting to me. So, cause I was going through like a mental phase. Like, I honestly didn't think I had to when it came to the point where I had to start walking with a cane, when I had to start walking with a walking cane again due to my disability from previous spinal surgeries and stuff like that. I was in my head and overthinking like, yo, with this pain coming back, I didn't think it'd come back. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to perform again because I like the before I was back on the cane, like I used to be jumping off stages and perform. I used to be like on some rock star stuff for real. Like I done jumped off a few stages, jumped into the crowds and stuff performing, and I'll be acting wild with my performances. And I'm like, man, I can't really get involved into it. Like, I don't like to be all chill up there on stage. So it's like, man, I'm done with music and all this, done performing, and performing is what really got me into creating music in the first
Mm-hmm.
place. Because I was a huge Michael Jackson fan growing up, or just mainly Michael Jackson, but anybody who really knew how to just have an amazing performance and set the stage and the crowd have everybody going crazy. That's what inspired me to create music. I'm like, I need to be able to create something that's gonna bring so many people together like that mutually to celebrate something. So I was like, let me start getting creative with the music. But like once my health started getting in the way, setting up little roadblocks here and there, I kind of went in a hiatus and wasn't doing anything for a while. That's when Soldier was like, man, look, man, you need to talk to people that bad. I know you like to talk. Said, start the podcast or something, man. Look into podcasting. And I'm like, podcasting. I know I'm familiar a little bit about podcasting. I'm like, I watched the Joe Rogan experience. Like, I watched that once. Cause like my brother be telling me about, I watched the Joe Rogan podcast. I watched the Joe Rogan podcast, and that's the only podcast I knew at the time was the Joe Rogan Experience. I'm like, I heard of the Joe Rogan Experience, so I look into it. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna send you a few links. Just check into these links, man, and look into basically what exactly podcasting is and how it started and where it came
Mm-hmm.
from, and then tell me what you think tomorrow, man. Like I can't let you just sit around being in your mental,
Yeah.
your mental funk and depression sound like it's getting best of you. So he pitched looking up podcasting, and that was a blessing, my brother Soldier. Thank you, cause I spent all night researching exactly what podcasting is, and was like, this is exactly what I'm about to do next. Like, this is what's about to get me out of whatever mental funk I'm in about my health and get back out here and networking and doing the stuff I love doing. I'm I've always wanted to like interview people.
Mm-hmm.
I just never put that goal like in the front. That was something I thought I was gonna do like on the side, a little side quest hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't think it was go end up being put as a priority. But life happened, and it's just something I know I used to always want to do is interview people or go to like live events and get some like interviews on the spot or just capture the moments that a lot of people don't get to see. I want to capture all that stuff because I've seen some wild stuff and then have to go back and talk to people about it. And they be like, man, like I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have seen this. I'm like, oh, someday I'm gonna record it all. And I'm gonna just, or I might just go live, like, and then that's what led to like, just always just meeting people, finding out new things, wanting to learn new things. I'm like, with me, it's always much to discuss with anybody I talk to, and then at this point, we ain't even had no name for it yet. And then I was just talking, and I was like, you know what? I think I got it. Much to discuss. Much to discuss with Cris Da Boss.
Uh,
Like, cause I don't really want to put a limit on the things we can talk about. Like, I'm a real diverse person. Diversity is key. I know
mhm.
all kinds of people of all walks of life,
Mhm.
um, men and women, no matter the race, background, whatever. And then, so when we sit and talk about a lot, get to learn from each other and why people do certain things or how things go in one culture versus another.
Mhm.
We got way more in common than we think.
For
Like
real.
a lot of people choose to like avoid each other. You look a certain way, so I don't want to say hi to you, or I don't want to speak to you, or you would be surprised that might be the person you had most in common with.
For real.
Like like I remember times thinking growing up in the church as a Christian, like, oh, I shouldn't talk too much to atheists or somebody from another religion. Like, no, I've had great relationships with people who don't believe in all the same stuff I
Mhm.
believe in, but positivity is key.
For real.
Like I done heard people say, like, you talk to an atheist, but wouldn't even talk to your own brother yesterday. I'm like, hey, me and my brother got to a heated argument. Hey, misunderstanding. One person ain't willing
Yeah.
to, one person. So like I done met people who willing to, listen and see things through and then common goals and it's all positive. Then shoot, I don't care what you believe in, as long as you positive vibes only. And then shoot, we can find a way. And then shoot, I'm willing to sit and talk to anybody. I didn't like Soldier told me, he was like, little do you know it or not. Like he was like from the stories you told me in Vegas and y'all all your traveling around the country and stuff, you be podcasting with some of everybody.
For
You
real.
just don't know it
You just ain't know that
yet.
was what
Yeah,
what it was
I
called.
just didn't know it was called that. He was like, man, you done sat with strangers for like a couple hours and y'all just met that day and be talking.
Mhm.
And it's always been like since I was a little kid. Like my little brother, his dad, like we don't got the same dad. Like my little brother, his dad told me when he first met me when I was like 2. He said like my aunts and their boyfriend like their boyfriends used to tell them like when trying to introduce him to my mom, like, yeah, you gotta meet her, she got this great kid, like he has like grown-up conversations and he's 2 years old, like you can just sit and talk to this kid all day. Like this my brother dad telling me this when I got older. He was like, yeah, when you was little, man, people just tell me like, yeah, man, she got this kid named Chris, man, he doesn't it's not like talking to a normal kid. Like he'll just sit and have a whole conversation with grown people and stuff. And I just been like that my whole life. And just I sit and have a whole conversation with any and everybody. And then kind of led to much to discuss. Want to highlight any positive events going on,
Mhm.
people, whatever they got going on. Fashion shows, album dropping, something for the children, for the community. I like to highlight and put awareness on. I grew up watching the news a lot,
Mhm.
and that was more reason why I want to interview people. I used to sit up watch talk shows and news channels and just pay attention to how they operate and who's the host and how they moderate and stuff like that. And I always look at, well, I can do stuff like that. I can do
Mhm.
that. like growing up, like remember when Jerry Springer was popular?
I remember when
Like
Jerry Springer was
when
popular.
Jerry Springer was popular, like we used to be in the backyard, like, and I used to play Jerry Springer when everybody used to come with their relationship problems. I'm like, look, I know how to sit back and look at things from a different angle. Like, you got this going on, you got this going on. Both of you don't want to take accountability. Like, let's let's find a way to somebody gonna have to what's the word I'm looking for? Compromise
You
or
gotta
something.
compromise
Like,
in
you
this
know, we got to
situation.
figure this out. So it's just when podcasting, the thought of podcasting came about, like it was like, damn, this is I've always been interested in or love doing stuff like this.
Mhm.
Like, okay, this is what podcasting is. Yeah, I can do this. This is easy.
Mhm.
That's just second nature to me. So let's sit and highlight another thing. Like with the news, I've always seen this is something me and like when me and Alvin Brown first met.
Mhm.
We had they brought me in with what was a group called Artistic Visions at the time. Our goal was just to highlight people. We always it was a few of us got together. We wanted to just highlight people doing positive things or something, some positive happenings within our city.
Mhm.
Um, because a lot of times on the news outlets, they just highlight and talk about all the bad stuff, all the
Yep.
negative stuff, like all day and all night. And then like you be waiting to hear some light shed on some good stuff happening, and then they give
And
you a 15-second spot,
15.
right, real quick,
If that.
like, oh, check it out at 6 o'clock, and then from 6 o'clock, still 6 o'clock with 15 seconds to pass by, that story is over
If
already.
that.
I don't like, but then they back to the shooting that just happened
Yep.
on Fleming Road, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man,
Mhm.
talk about all the good stuff. I remember the first time I was a part of I was a organizer in the Flint Stop the Violence Committee
Mhm.
with April Cook Hawkins and Kaimani Sutton. I was the third person they brought in on the Stop the Violence Committee. We got this Stop the Violence rally going on down at the Burston Field House. We done brought out all these people, all these children, people of different ages, and then on the news, I think that night or the next day, all they can talk about was somebody that just got killed right
Yep.
down the street. Like
Yep.
that, the first Stop the Violence rally we put together at Burston barely got any recognition on the news from any news
Mhm.
source, but all they kept talking about was the killings in Flint. And then I used to tell Alvin back then, like that stuff used to irritate me. I'm like, man, it's so much good going on in Flint.
Mhm.
And then me, I had just came back from Vegas at the time. So me leaving the state for a few years, I know on the outside end, a lot of people, all they hear is all they think is just nothing good in Flint,
Mhm.
all bad stuff. I'm like, and this is why.
Yep.
This is why right here. This is why every time I leave, nobody think it's any good to come out of that city,
Yep.
because that's the only thing being highlighted is all the bad stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, we got to take it amongst ourselves and just and highlight all the good things and show people a different light to our city,
Yep.
which is more reason why, like, when I eventually started my own media outlet, much to discuss, I'm like, I'm gonna try to cover all the events I can and sit down with some of everybody, like, cause it's so many people who got so many great things are going on or skilled or talented, and they're not being, don't nobody know.
Mhm.
So it's like, man, what can I do to help that? We got much to discuss. Yeah.
No, that's super dope. And what I will say is like I know from putting on events, it's hard to get the news out.
Yes.
And if they do pop out, they popping out for one little second.
Mhm.
They might do an interview with you, they might not. They might just come in, stay for like literally 60 seconds, film, walk out. You never hear from them again. The thing that I love about what you do is literally anytime I can't go to an event, I'm like, all right, let me go to Chris's Facebook page.
Yeah.
Cause I know you gonna
I've
have it
heard that from
posted.
a few people. I heard that from a few
Like,
people to send me messages like, yo, thank you for going live. I wanted to be
yeah,
there so bad.
for
I'm
real.
like, see, and that's why I continue to go live.
For
Like,
real,
for
like
reasons
you
like
you
that.
really like you took that into your own hands, and that's what I love that about this energy now because it's like, nah, we just gonna do this ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we just gonna take this into our own hands because you for real are like you are the media outlet in the city. Like if it's something that you ain't touched or you ain't, you ain't a part of, I'm like, it's probably something not too, you
Yeah,
know.
I be trying though. I swear I be trying. It's like to whoever watching, if you think like, oh man, he ain't show up, man, must not be no. Like I swear I be trying. Like a lot of the schedules be conflicting.
They do.
Like it'd be so many people putting together events like
Mm-hmm.
at the same time on the same days, the same duration. I'm like the same start time, same. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, how am I gonna be all these plays at the exact same time? I can make them a few of them in the same day if y'all spread the times out. But that's a lot of majority of the times is like if somebody. I do have a lot of people who reach out to me in advance
Mm-hmm.
and then like put this in your calendar. I got this coming up in a few months. And then a lot of times I don't find out about something until like that day or that week. Like the award show you brought up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we was having an award show. I seen the local on a post. I can't remember who was the first one I seen share something about the award show. But it was like the night before. And I'm like, we having an award show tomorrow?
That's
Like,
what I'm
oh
saying.
my
Like
gosh. Like, just when I think, I'm like, all right, I know all the events that's happening this week.
something else.
And then it's something else. Like, I missed this. And I'm like, damn, this person posted about it. Like, I talk to this person all the time. How did I miss this? And that's why a lot of people be like, damn, Chris, you couldn't come. Like, you be on my page. Like, I just happen to miss that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, a lot of times, like, I find out late, or that's why some people, like, they just stay on top of it. They just keep hitting me up, like, hey, don't forget, or I got this coming up. Other times, I find out too late, or if it's not too late, it be conflicting,
Mm-hmm.
or like I say, number one is what I was talking to you about before we started recording, like my
Mm-hmm.
health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's times because it is also a lot of events that I really want to make it to. And my health just will not let me get outside the house. And then it's like if I can't manage my health, like it won't be perfect. But if I can't manage it to a point to where I can like have be somewhat of valuable when I'm out and about,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to just leave the house and then just be like, what are you here for? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like I need to be able to do something when I leave the house. Cause like if I can barely help myself when I'm at home, I don't leave.
Yeah.
I don't leave the crib. I don't even leave the crib.
Nah, but that's a super like big ups to you for even coming out to as much of the stuff as you do. And like you and Soldier was the first two who pointed out like, nah, we need to come together and like let's sit here and make sure we not
Yeah.
double booking the
Yeah, hey,
city.
for real. Cause I'm like, man, cause me and Soldier be talking about that all the time. Like, damn, such and such go. It's been some big events that I really wanted to go to.
Yeah.
And just like you said, I've had a lot of people telling me, like, Chris, I know you covering such and such. I'm like, damn, like,
Yeah. Cause you the media coverage,
it
like you
ain't
got
like
we
that.
we
I
got to
really want
have
to
you
be
like
there.
you stamp an event like when you go
Yeah.
live, like that's how you know okay like that's the one whatever
Yeah.
like
And a lot of times, y'all, like, to all everybody checking us out, like, I feel like everybody know I like to talk. So I like to talk, I like to smile, shake hands, kiss babies. But if if I'm not feeling that when I leave the house, it's hard to
Mhm.
force that
Mhm.
around people. My whole thing and my whole theme in life, I've never wanted to be fake with anybody at any point in my life. So it's like I don't like forcing nothing. If I gotta force a smile around you, like I did that when my nerve damage first came back. When I told you I thought I was healed up, I could go work a full time job, do this and all that. When my pain came back and I didn't think it was, I wasn't expecting it. I could never keep a smile on my face. And everybody I was around used to think I got an issue with whatever's around. Like, oh, I got an
Mhm.
issue, or did I do something, or what's the problem? Did somebody
Yeah.
talk to? I'm like, nah, it's hard trying to tell. Then you got, like, I used to be at work. My manager, them, hey, what's wrong today? Like, you the man, you the number one person when interacting with
Yeah.
customers, and you looking down like
Yeah.
something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I've kept jobs just off the strength of, like, I ain't been the employee of the month or the top performer, but one thing I've never had is customer complaints.
Mhm.
And then I was always put at the top of, like, handling, like, anybody who had issues with anything. Like,
Mhm.
they coming here, they cussing everybody out. I got it. I got it. And then, but if I can't manage that, if I look like I got an issue too, then it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that ain't good. So I don't like, if I know I'm just down, I can't just like put that smile on and it just be like a genuine, authentic smile, like, and be happy to be around people. Like, it be
Yeah.
days I be in so much pain, like I don't want to be around nobody. And it ain't nobody else's fault.
Yeah.
It's all me and my health, and it be hard trying to force that. It's been times people I've been looking forward to seeing and having a conversation.
Mhm.
Not knowing when they seen me, they looking forward to talking to me too. But
Mhm.
that time I seen them, it's just I'm in so much pain. I really don't even want to talk
Yeah, I
right
can't
now.
even do it
And
right
they
now.
don't even know, like, damn, I really need to talk to this person. But I'm in so
Yeah.
much pain. I just want to go home. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you up. Like, I just want to go home. Like, I don't want to see nobody. What T.I. say? I don't want to chill with you, kick it with you, skate with you, nothing. Like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm trying to be at home. Like,
Yeah.
and figure out how to get out of this. Just like, I don't know. That's why I tell people, if your life ain't if it ain't life threatening, if you ain't bleeding out or
Mhm.
broken bones, like, don't let no doctors talk you into no surgeries. Like, I agreed to surgeries based off of potential. They was like, oh, this
Yeah.
can happen in a few years, and this can happen, and you can end up dying from this and all this, and they kind of like scared me into, like, damn, I guess I gotta do it, huh?
Right.
So it was like, man, and finding out like medicine started improving and physical therapy, I could have went a few more years without doing that, like jumping into it.
Dang.
That's I'm like, nah, man, cause like I don't like how that affect, like, my health affects so much on what I be trying to do. Like, but yeah,
Mhm.
I be trying to, if I ain't have health issues, oh, we'll
You already be everywhere, so I can already
we'll be
imagine.
turned up around
Cause
here,
I,
Maya. I'm telling
I
you,
already know it.
like.
I already know it. You was talking about like how you performed before, and I was like, I be seeing you sometimes on stage, and it looked like you finna go, you about to go take off on.
I be one. Then I had to. Then y'all will catch me sometimes where I sit down on stage, like I be losing control of my legs. Like, man, I was about to wild out. Now let me sit my ass down, cause like I be getting taken back. So
Mhm.
especially performing here, like performing at the local, I get taken back to having signs of a show I did
Mhm.
long time ago, and then be like, oh yeah, the crowd feeling good. I'm about to wild out, interact with some people, and then I like, oh my back, so like sound like
Yeah.
Spider Man. It's like my back. I'm like, I'm gonna sit down. I'll sit down or lay on stage, play it off in the shoot. Like, where my cane at? Like, and then get back up and then try to spice it up a little bit. But it'd be fun though.
Nah, you definitely you still put on a show. Like you put that was one of the first things when I first saw you. I think I know you had came. I think you came to like the second local fest. Might was like yeah, I think it was like the second one, first or the second one, and you
Yeah,
stayed
I was at the
after.
second one. Yep.
Yeah, you stayed after to talk to me, and I don't think I had. I don't know if I had seen you perform or not. I remember I saw the first time I saw you perform. It was at Adriana, the fashion show in the Flat Lot.
Oh, at A10 Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I don't,
2024. Yep.
yeah, yep. That was the first time I saw like actually saw you perform. And me, like everybody else, I was like, who is this with this cane over here? Like I ain't never seen him before. Like who is he? I thought I knew everybody who was around. And then from there, one of the things that always stuck out to me was like you almost be like the last person there. Like at any event almost like it'd be like you stay to the very, very end. And
hmm
that's one of the things that stick out to me because it's a whole lot of people who like they'll pop in, do this, do that, and then they gone. But you stay to the very end, and you there to lock out, and you need anything, you got this, you got that, you cool, like it. And I appreciate that as me, like being a female down here by myself. Sometimes like the Dizzy Rice show, we here until like what or no, John Connor. Was it
Yeah,
the
the
Connor?
kind of show.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
was here till like almost 1 o'clock. And you was there the whole time.
yeah,
And that's one of those like subtle little things that I be appreciating, because it's like cool, I ain't gotta move out here by myself. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So like even just little stuff like that really, like that's why I applaud you. And even the fact that you get out as much as you do, as much as you got going on, it like that for me is like, all right, ma, you don't have an excuse to not go out and support. Like you
yeah,
literally don't have one excuse in the world when Chris getting out, and he might not even feel like it today, but he's still getting out. He's showing love. You hear like at Tay show a couple weeks back, like you had the fashion show, you had Adriana's show, and then
yeah.
you and Drew, y'all came from the
Yeah,
show
we did come
to open
dressed up
Taylor.
and everything. Like, yo, just that was another event. I was like stressing myself. I was trying to think like, yo, I really want to make it to Taylor's birthday party. I didn't know she was gonna have a party the same night as the fashion
Day.
show. And then no, it's more than that. Like I only told like Soldier and Jeff. Like I'm a season ticket holder with the Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
This is my 4th season as a season ticket holder. That was opening night.
It was opening night.
That was
too.
opening.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I still have not been to a game this season. Like the last few seasons, I've been at
And
opening
they
night.
off to a
And
start
it's
now.
the best start. This the best the team look. And I'm like, wait, we finally not dirt. And I don't go to the
Right.
opening night. Like the opening nights when we was trash, that 28 game losing streak
Yeah.
sold out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know it's about to be crazy tonight. I'm looking at the time like, I think I told Drew, it was either Jeff or Drew. I probably told both. I'm like, man, if I go to opening night, I'm gonna be late for that fashion show. And I'm tired of like some people be thinking like because how often I be late sometimes, I just don't care. No, it really bothers me how much I be late. And I can't stop thinking about it. Like I get the overthinking. Like even if I know I'm about to be late, I start overthinking then like, damn, it's another day. It ain't looking good, man. It ain't looking good. So I was thinking about that for like the last like couple weeks. Like, man, do I go to this game? I even told Drew like it's a chance. I'm like, man, what time? Like we starting the fashion show right at 7, right? Like, okay, I might be like 30, 40 minutes late, man. I'm trying maybe an hour. And I'm like, I might go to this game, man. It's opening day. I didn't go to opening day. And then my ass was still like, I missed the first walk. The first designer to have the models walk. And I still missed the first. I'm like, how the hell I didn't go to the game and still missed the first walk? What the fuck? Yeah, it was just like everything was happening on the same day. The opening for the Pistons fashion show, and I was like, I told myself, you know what? Who was it? Prophet, P-Way Prophet. He was like, nigga, weren't you late at the last fashion show? I'm like, damn. He said, yeah, you need to say fuck that game, man. Go ahead. He's like, man, trying to go kill you. You better go ahead and make sure. I'm like, yeah, you right. I ain't even about to fuck around. Let me get my ass there. I apologize. I think I missed Understand the Brand. Shout out to Cheyenne. She coming on Much to Discuss on. Yeah, Understand the Brand. I miss when I miss your walk. But you had some fly shit up there though. Some fly shit.
Do.
Looking forward to your next show. They just did a casting call recently.
Yep.
She got a show coming up in January, I believe. But yeah, same. And then so from the fashion show to, I'm looking at the times. Like I know Soldier said he was gonna be over here for working the sound for Taylor party. And I'm texting him like, man, they start performing yet? I at least want to see the performance or something. And then like he hit me up like right after like they was just about cleaning up, shutting everything down over at damn, was it?
What was that? Blackstone?
Blackstones. Yeah, I was about to call it Black House. Damn. Over at Blackstones. Everything was straight over at Blackstones. And then shoot, Drew was rolling with me. I'm like, shoot, I'm about to try to go catch Taylor's show before
Mhm.
we end because I know they about to end. They got like 1 hour left. And our stuff just ended. So I think we got enough time to catch that last hour. Right when I was telling him, he was like, shoot, I slide over there with you.
Mhm.
Soldier called me and was like, the band setting up, Kirkland, Eugene, them, they setting up now. And they about to get ready to start performing. And I'm like, we ain't missed no performances. Like, nah, we just been here playing music. Everybody just been vibing. I'm like, oh man, I'm on my way. Like, hell yeah, I'm on my way. I get to see Taylor them perform. So that was dope. That was dope.
Nah, yeah.
Still made it in time. But at first, I'm looking like, man, there's too much going on all the time, so close to each other. How I'ma pull this off? I be starting to think like, man, when they gonna start cloning people, man? Like, I need to make a clone of Chris. If I can make another
Get
me,
you
we
here, get you
everywhere
here.
with it.
Nah, we gotta work on that though. Like we need to have a meeting by the beginning of the year where we like, all right, y'all, this is what the calendars is looking like. This is what we thinking, just so that
Mm-hmm.
we not overlapping, we not, cause it's like one of the most beautiful things that I see is that everybody show everybody love. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody try to pop out to everybody thing, and I love that. So we gotta work on that.
Yeah.
We definitely gotta work on that.
Support is everything, man. Support is everything. We tried to start that movement a long time ago. Like before I moved to Vegas, performing in the nightclub scene, anything nightlife related, I was like everywhere. Whether it was at the time, it was JB's and they changed their
Mhm.
name to Status. What's next? Purple
Mhm.
Moon, Deluge. I feel like I'm leaving somewhere else, somebody else out. But like all those venues, all the artists that used to perform at those venues, we used to group together and be like, look, I remember we had like a damn, who was all there that night? Can't remember, but it was a bunch of us, a bunch of the fellas. It was at a club Status.
Mhm.
We was like, look, we looking around. They had a bunch of performers scheduled to rock the stage that night. Everybody had their own small little crew or entourage who they came to the club with. We just all came together and was like, look, how about we all just support each other?
Yeah.
We looking around, everybody got a little handful of people here and there. And only a few people, like you said, like stay after and check out. Like we
Mhm.
used to talk about this back then. I was like 18, 19 at the time. And it was like I know about 19 at the time. It was like, look, how about like fuck walking out right after you get off stage,
Mhm.
stay and support the next people. Like, let's
Yep.
make sure everybody got a nice, decent crowd in front of the stage. Like
Yep.
when all of us performing, like we didn't all shook hands, dapped each other up, walking by each other. Like let's support each other's
Mhm.
shows. Like and we
Yep.
just tried to um um I think I kind of like developed that as far as like on the Flindustry scene wise. My first entry on the scene, my first breakthrough on the scene was dealing with Club What's Next.
Mhm.
Shout out to the owner Red. Shout out to Shayna Boo. Shout out to E Baller, Baller Team. When Baller Team was with them at the time back
Mhm.
then because they brought me in. I went to Soldier was with a group back then called Camouflage. Uh, Soldier and Ace Cal. Shout out to Ace Cal. They had a show at What's Next. I came to support them, and then just learning from them, watching them do their thing, and I was still trying to find my way,
Mhm.
do my music and stuff. I just started recording for the first time, showing up to see them perform. Just hung around, and that's how I end up meeting the owner. Just staying till after the club let out, just sitting around talking to people, just observing everything. Met the owner, met E Baller, met Monty Johns. Rest in peace to Monty. Like after meeting them, sitting around them, the first couple times, like I came to see Soldier them perform back then. This was back in like '06, so
Mhm.
I'm like 17. I wasn't even supposed to be in the club. But I found my way in there, and then so I used to sit around like and ask questions, and then one thing led to another. Red then was like, "So you trying to perform?" I was supposed to perform one night, didn't get a chance. And I was in my feelings about it. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like that was the first time I ever got booked for a show. So I'm thinking like, oh, stuff about to take off from here. So I'm like 17, ain't never got booked for a show. Got booked for my first show at a 21 and up club. I'm like, oh
Hey.
yeah, this cheat code. Like, heck shit. Like, who else doing this? And then like I didn't get to perform that night. I watched everybody perform. Like I watched Soldier them do their thing. Um, Keela Key, shout out to Keela. I saw that was my first time seeing Keela them. Keela
Mhm.
had a huge following, shut the club down. And I'm paying attention. I'm like, damn, I wanted to share that. I wanted to share that
Mhm.
moment with them so bad. Like seeing Keela and all them rock that crowd. We in the club to about 3 in the morning. I ain't even supposed to be here. Like, damn, I wanted that so bad. Like, and then I'm just sitting there with my head down, thinking like, damn, this me not knowing, really not knowing, not having no experience, not knowing
Mhm.
how the game goes. Sometimes that happens, and I'm thinking like, damn, my career over.
That's it.
Like I'm thinking it's over
That's it.
already. It ain't even started. It's over. I ain't gonna never get a chance to show what I can do, perform. And I was just sitting there with my head down, just thinking like, what do I
Mhm.
want to do next? Cause this
Right.
music shit ain't it. And I remember like my dad was in the club that night, and then like my parents, they ain't gonna hesitate to talk shit about me. So I'm sitting there mad. My dad, he drunk too, so he talking gas and like, oh, this sorry motherfucker. I told him music ain't for him anyway. You gonna sit there and cry about the shit. So he going in like I'm pissed cause like I'm thinking like, damn, is he right? Like, man, why? So I ain't even saying nothing. And then I never like the owner came like I ain't know the owner, like he already had history with my dad. They cool with each other from back in the day. He
Mhm.
come over like, hey man, fuck what your dad talking about, man. Look, I apologize. Like him and Red and E Baller came over and apologized, told me what
Mhm.
happened, why I didn't really get to perform that night. And then they was just trying to get me to understand like sometimes that happens.
Mhm.
And then me, I'm new. Somebody ain't nobody heard of. Like only people know about me at school and in the hood and shit like that. So I ain't got nothing out here. And then so they like, look, this was at like the Christmas Eve party. And they was like, come back tomorrow on Christmas. And we you guaranteed to perform. Everybody who came to see you tonight, bring everybody back.
Mhm.
And then that was the start of Cris Da Boss in the Flint Street when they had me come back the very next night on Christmas
That's
in
dope.
2006. I was 17. Came back, performed. I had one song out, and E Baller and the owner Red, they was giving me all the feedback. They was like, yo, a lot of people rocking with you. They was like, who's Cris Da Boss? Who's Chris? I was gonna
Mhm.
just look Cris Da Boss at the time. Cause I had just added the boss on like a few years before that. For the
Mhm.
longest, I was just growing up rap, I was just Lil
Little
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, and then it was an album I was trying to write when I was young called The Boss. And then
Mm.
that kind of stuck with me. And then
Mhm.
like especially like
Fire name.
me looking up the Snoop Dogg, he started going I think he had dropped Paid the Cost to Be the Boss
Yeah.
around that time. So
Yeah.
around this time, I'm like 11, 12, something like that. And then that started sticking with me. I'm like, look, Cris Da Boss. I think I'm gonna just keep it like that. And then so when I started performing at What's Next through Baller Team, and then they was like, yeah, people look, Cris Da Boss, man, who was that? He got that song, man. He killed it, man. The young dude, you gotta run that back. They asked me to come back again. And then like I started stick every time I'll be sticking around after the club,
Mhm.
seeing like what y'all need help with, what can I learn, just talking. And then Red used to tell me like, man, like like don't nobody really sit around and ask questions, especially the right
Mhm.
questions like you do. Like I can
Mhm.
tell you really want this and you really want to learn. And then especially somebody your age, like people your age usually don't give a damn what we got going on.
Mhm.
Like, no, I was really like, nah, like teach me whatever you want me. Like, E
Yep.
Baller, them to tell you to this day, like, hey, whatever y'all want me to learn, like, shoot, tell me. I'm trying to learn everything I can. Shoot, helping after the club. Next
Mhm.
thing you know, shoot, I'm helping. I'm assisting bartenders with stuff, the waitresses with stuff. I'm in the DJ booth assisting. I'm assisting the security guards, people doing the money at the door. I'm assisting everywhere. So it was like, shoot, I'm still finishing up high school at the time. My senior year, people was like, Chris, did we just see you on a What's Next flyer? Like, yeah. Like, they're like, how you in the club with E Baller them on
We ain't even
Sundays?
supposed to be in there
And in
right
school, you still at homeroom Monday morning. I'm like, I ain't been to sleep yet. Like, I just went home from the club, took a shower, and came to school. Shoot, I got nothing but Hennessy in my system right now. Like, what we learning today? So I used to come to school, turn everything. Like, sure, I'm still turned up from last night. We was in that boy off juvenile and everything. Shoot. And then shoot, like, yeah. Just trying to assist. I started doing that, just staying on the scene. Everybody leave. I'm just
Mhm.
sticking around, helping out. What can I learn? Shoot, I done sat up and had conversations with the owner, and then he told me the same thing you said. Like he liked that about me. And he
Mhm.
was like, and then when Baller teams separated themselves and started doing business elsewhere, expanding, like the owner still allowed me, like from what I learned and my
Mhm.
experience with E-Ball and them and Red Thumb, he still allowed me to do my thing and start promoting and
That's
started my
dope.
own promotion team at What's Next and stuff like that. So that's why it's a little bit of bias when I seen people talking about online like, why is What's Next still open? I'm like, hold on. I was like, shoot, I learned a lot from that owner. Like, and he used to tell me back then, like, Chris, I've been in business like 25 years before I met you, and I done seen a lot of people come and go, not handling their business, such and such. And he like, I done heard people try to put a bad rep on What's Next. He like, look, I handle my business legitly, and I've always go handle my business the right way, and that's why I ain't going nowhere. And so that's why I get online. I ain't gonna hesitate to tell people the same thing he told me when I was 17, 18. He ain't going nowhere. He been handling his business better than most people. He pay attention to everything when y'all think he don't. And shoot, and What's Next is still kicking.
Still there.
So still there. He found a way to adapt and adjust and still be authentically themselves. Like who what the aura What's Next, what it's been. Like they
Mhm.
not going nowhere. So
Ain't
I
going
learned a
nowhere.
lot. What a lot of people try to knock What's Next, like y'all be surprised. Like the owner of What's Next, like help like mold me into like my
Mhm.
I had the potential, with the business potential, but then somebody still gotta
Yep.
help teach,
Molded.
yeah, mold
Yeah.
you, teach
Bring.
you the game.
Yep.
Like Red, the owner of What's Next, like help mold Cris Da Boss. E Baller, Monty Johns, Baller Team, they help mold Cris Da Boss. Young Soldiers, Soldier on the Beat, help mold Cris Da Boss. So yeah, like I always go back, think about people like them. Like, shoot, I was young as hell, like paying attention to their movement. Like, shoot, I seen Soldier running a record label and everything back then. Like, it's just
Yeah.
everybody, too many egos and pride getting away. And that's another thing from all my experience there where I've been. I try not to let pride and ego get in the way
Mhm.
and let business be business. Like sometimes you need somebody to put on that HR cap and just go around talking to everybody, see what's really going on.
For
Like, hey,
real.
we got the mission to stick to. We trying to
Yeah.
complete this. Like, come on now. What's up, baby? Talk to me. Yeah, you need somebody like that. Find out what's going
For
on. I've
real.
seen a lot of people have conflict, uh, simple, stupid ass misunderstanding
Yeah.
and business go left real quick.
Yup.
And me just
Off
being,
nothing.
yeah, me being on like sitting on the outside, like, whoa. I see what you miss. I see like y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a great area in there. Y'all can like fix that. And
Yeah.
a lot of people pride and ego. Some people don't want to be
Mhm.
wrong. Some people just gotta be right. I'm like, nah, man. I ain't. We can adapt. We can figure this out.
Yup.
A lot of people they just don't got that, or they just not willing to do that. So me,
Mhm.
I'm always trying to be the person that I needed in my experience. I always needed
That's
somebody
dope.
like me willing to adapt. Sometimes you just got to be like, I'm gonna take the back seat to this. I don't gotta have this right away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can be patient. My health issues taught me how to be patient a lot more patient too.
Yeah.
It's like when you gotta wait on doctors,
You ain't got no
you
choice.
ain't got no damn choice. So it's like you ever just sat in the waiting room with
That's a
like
different type of patience.
I'm in there like 19 years old and everybody in there over 65 is like, man, you gotta sit there and talk to them about whatever we talking about. It's like, we ain't going nowhere. What we talking about? Like, so
What y'all on today? Yeah, what y'all got going on?
That's why anytime you see me anywhere, you won't see me. I adapt to all ages.
Mm-hmm.
It can be somebody our grandparents' age. It can be some newborn. Somebody has some babies, some little kids. I was just told recently, who was it, Hunter over at the high? They was like, oh, we didn't know you was that good with kids. I'm like, oh, you'll be surprised. Like, I'm so good with kids. I grew up. I'm one of the only people in the neighborhood. The last couple neighborhoods I lived in growing up as a kid to teenage years. I spent time with not only everybody my age,
Mm-hmm.
their parents.
Mm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I sat and had conversations when they come on, Chris, let's go. We trying to do this. Man, your mama trying to explain something to all of us. So I'ma just sit back and listen. Y'all go ahead. I'll catch up. And then I done sat with people like down there, everybody I grew up with. I done sat with all their parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, like cousins, everybody, almost everybody I grew up with, no matter from the fifth ward to the third, like I
Uh-huh.
grew up with like around everybody family. I don't know. I don't know.
You just that person. Like you that like you legit like that person that just like in any circle it's like, oh Chris probably like, yeah, Chris probably you know Chris? Everybody know
Yeah,
Chris. Like
yeah.
everybody know Chris.
I swear it's been times shoot working out there. I worked at Walmart in Fenton. Like no nobody out there look like me. Shoot, like I got people coming in there
I
like
went there one time and I didn't feel very welcome.
see, that's why I like being there. I like to help everybody feel welcome. I try
Mm-hmm.
to, make people feel comfortable being there. I'm like, man, because I seen it now.
Yeah.
I seen it. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, we gotta fix this. Let me bring my energy out here a little bit, spice it up. Like, shoot, I know how to adapt and adjust. I grew up with a lot of them too. I got a lot of them in my family, so
Mm-hmm.
like we can figure this out. We can figure this out. I had the people coming in. Cause at work I go by my middle name. Anytime my name badge, I just put Dale,
Mm-hmm.
Dale, like very white. But like I just put Dale on there, and then like with the white people, they love you. Like, oh hey Dale, my father's name was Dale, and my husband's name is Dale. Like, hey, nice to meet you. I done had some great conversation. I'm telling you, the older white women be loving to have a conversation with your boy. I didn't talk to all of them out there.
Listen.
They be giving me all kind of stories, and so I'll be chopping it over to all of them. And then somebody will walk in and be like, "You look familiar, but you look like this guy named I've heard this like at least 3-4 times at work. You look like this guy named Chris that has a podcast named Much to
You
Discuss.
know Chris?
I could have
Right.
sworn I seen you interviewing this guy named Kanan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. That's my real name. And then I show them, they be like, no. I show them, like, no, I can go to my page. Like, look,
I'm Chris.
it's all right here. That's me. I'm Chris Da Boss. I just go by my middle name in public. Like, it's a little backwards, I know, but yeah. I like to go by my middle name, not by my like and the stuff I love doing, I tell everybody, yeah, my name
Mm-hmm.
Chris. Like that's my first name. But like at work, I call me by
I
my middle
know.
name.
Y'all don't need to
So
know.
I'd have had a few people come in and they'd stare at my name tag and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you was this guy named Chris. Oh, I am. Like
See, I'll be in there playing with people. Chris, never heard of him. What's he look like?
yeah, most of my coworkers they would be on that too, because only my managers know my real name. All of my coworkers just know me by Dale. I'm like, oh nah, yeah, that's my real name. They were like, oh, okay, you slick. But yeah, I just always love helping people. Just always love helping people. Hell, all my favorite cartoon characters was like the leaders of the group. Like so
Nah, you.
so it was like from Leonardo on down. Like I just always love to figure out how we can get the best out of whatever we got to work with.
Yeah.
That's so how can we get the best out of what we got going on? That's always been my thing.
Well, look, let me be. I'm a speak for everybody when I say thank you for what you do, cause like
Hey,
you do not have to be out here doing what you do. Like you
hey,
literally do not have to be out here doing what you do, and you one of the ones who always popping out. It don't matter what's going on. Don't nobody have to live those days that you live when it's rough.
yeah,
And for you to still like you take that to the chin, take it on the chin, and still be out here, smile on your face, even today, just like popping out to this. You don't have to do this. And so from everybody, just thank you for just being you. And coming out and showing us love and giving us your wisdom and your understanding. Because for me, being like I'm one of the younger ones,
Mm-hmm.
so when I get around all of y'all, I'm just trying to listen and be like, okay, what are they doing? All right, how they doing it? What they okay? All right, I maybe can add this. Let me see when the good time.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to listen and soak it all in from y'all, cause like the experiences that you and others bring to the table, the knowledge that y'all bring to the table, the understanding that y'all bring to the table, it means the world for somebody like me who's still trying to figure it all out. And
Mm-hmm.
like figuring out what my role is, how to play it, and even like how you were saying you learned patience. Like I feel like I'm in that season of my life where I'm learning to be patient
Mm-hmm.
and to have patience
Oh,
with
cause you gonna
people,
get tested.
because I feel, and I'm realizing, the thing that's making me realize it is I'm understanding how much people have been patient with me and stuff. Like I look back at some stuff and I'm like, oh, how I'm still the manager of this venue.
Yo, I trust. I'd have questioned myself like that. But that's why I get to overthinking and stuff. Like, man, ain't no way they all depending on me right now. Like, I had this issue way too much. Like, what is
Like,
going on?
huh?
I gotta fix this shit. Like,
Like,
people trust me out here.
people trust me.
I
How?
can't.
Why?
I can't let them down.
Yeah.
I can't let them down.
Nah, for real. But you really like, you out there, you giving it to us, and I appreciate the fact that you were able and you were willing to like pivot. Like you had to. This wasn't necessarily the plan back in '06 when you was performing or what have you, but you made it to this point. You pivoted, and everybody else gets the benefit from you being willing and open to pivot a little bit from the original plan and adjust yourself to not only serve you but to serve others. So
Mm-hmm.
that means a lot to somebody like me, and like I look at that and I'm like that's a true act of selflessness and a true act of like somebody who you just want to see everybody win.
Yeah.
Like
There has
positivity.
been people to try to talk me out of doing that, just to be mindful of the people who would take advantage of me in those
Mm,
situations. But like, as soon as I've noticed certain individuals try to take advantage of my kindness or my support, I hurry up and fall back.
mm-hmm.
So it's like anytime you see me still doing for people,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, cause now I don't feel whatsoever they trying to get over on me. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there for them. Like I don't mind adjusting and taking a back seat. Like I done push my music back for others. I done push a lot of stuff back for others. Like I still get told to this day to stop doing it. Like, man, what do you? It's like I don't, it seemed like I don't know. Anytime I've just like tried to put myself and my goals first, like not only does it not feel right, like me and my brother, we got like a inside joke between us. Cause my little brother, he's 3 years younger than me, but he's paid attention to like everything that's happened in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So we joked. It was like, yeah, Chris, you not like everybody else. You can't just when you try to do for yourself, like a lot of people do to like benefit themselves in life. For some reason, like we always joke that like, nah, God always be like, nah, you know damn well you ain't supposed to focus on yourself. What you doing? So I feel like I get punished. Like
Mm-hmm.
at first I didn't believe that until I started noticing like patterns and signs. Like, damn, every time I try to focus on something I really want, like I get parked. I get sidelined somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of wall comes up. I got a new health issue. I gotta have another surgery. But it's like, or I'm depressed about something. My entire life, from elementary up until I'm 36 now. Every time I focus on helping others, like it's always giving me better results.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. Like maybe I don't get all the things that I originally wanted for myself, but to be in the moment when somebody else succeeds at something and you was a part of that, that shit feel good to me. Like I feel like I was in on that too. Like whether my name over it or not, like if I know I helped somebody get to where they needed to be, and it was like, shoot, I'm gonna do that. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I know even with everything I've always wanted to do, I know I need somebody there. So like, shoot, Like let me be who I need for others, and then sure that helped me feel good too.
Yeah.
Like, and then so I genuinely feel good off helping people. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not one of those people like I'm doing this and hopefully they do for me one day. Well, I do for a lot of people and don't be thinking about nothing in
Get
return.
nothing
Like,
back.
no, I genuinely want you to succeed.
Yeah.
Like, and I try to break cycles and lead by example and show like there are just talking. I remember talking to my grandmother growing up, and then certain people, and then how they just was always telling me growing up, like, you don't catch people, you don't find people like that. So
Mm.
I will always remember that stuff. Like, oh yeah, I'll be that. Like, I in my mind said, like, as a kid, like, oh that's what y'all want, somebody like that. I can be that. That's easy. Like, I used to test myself, like, just something on a small scale. I remember my grandma telling me, I wish everybody in the family just stopped getting pierced and tattoos. Like, I didn't want all the family to just go around with all these piercings and tattoos and stuff. So I used to think about that. I'm the only one in the family with no
Without
piercings and tattoos.
no.
Because I be caring about stuff like that.
Mhm.
A lot of little stuff I care about. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, you don't see nobody like that? Okay, you about to see one. Don't nobody
Wow.
really help like that? Like, shoot, eat baller them. When I first got with I became baller team.
Mhm.
It wasn't my intentions to become a part of a promotion team. Hell, I barely even had any knowledge of promotion teams when I first started performing. It's just being around them getting to know me, and it
Mhm.
was like, "Yo, you want to do this?" Or I'm asking questions. They were like, "Sure, you can help out with this, do this." And then next thing I know, I'm out every day, mornings, early mornings. Me and E Baller, me and Monty Johns, we hitting every party store. We
Mhm.
stepping in all kind of venues, restaurants. We talking to everybody, promoting the biggest party we about to have at what's next Sunday, or in a couple weeks.
Mhm.
I'm on the grind with them, so I went from just getting in the door, trying to get my music out there. So I put my music in the back seat and was like, "Hey, let's turn these parties up." Cause he
Mhm.
balling and was like, "Yo, somebody like, yo, hey, I was like the youngest coming in." So
Mhm.
it was like, "Yo, you can help." They helped me understand like, well, how the party scene worked.
Mhm.
Like, you got to keep everything fresh. I'm bringing in a new generation. They
Mhm.
was like, so you can help bridge the last generation with the next generation. Yo, we can make this work, and it did.
Mhm.
So like, I seen it work. And then it was like, shoot, we used to be out grinding, like going in the stores and hoods. I know people didn't like, oh man, we ain't even supposed to be over here. Like, we going in there anyway. Flyers, hanging up posters, talking to owners. I'm going around the venue. I started just going around venue to venue, talking to managers, owners, and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
got that experience first just with E Baller and his brother that passed, Monty Johns.
Mhm.
Like, I got that experience from them. Just like, let's adjust. I'm always looking at the bigger picture, just everything, not just me. I don't know. Somewhere in the back of my head, I always feel like I'm gonna be all right. Like, I'm be all right, even if things don't happen when I want it to happen.
Yeah.
It's still like I still hear that voice saying, "You will be all right.
Yeah.
Help this person. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine." Because then everybody don't know. I've experienced like how I feel to like not get what you want, and then I see
Mhm.
how some people react when they don't get what they
Yeah.
want. So I'm always being mindful, like, you know what? Let me show people there's a different way to react when you
Yeah.
don't get exactly what you've been talking about or bragging about or looking forward
Mhm.
to. You ain't always gotta flip over a table and shit like that. So it's like, you can be chill about it and adapt and adjust and still move on amicably.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, for real. For real, for real. Well, Chris, I appreciate you for tapping in. You have definitely blessed the show. We gonna have to do this again. I want to get you and Soldier on here at the same
Yeah,
time. I have to get
yeah,
Soldier. Cause I know y'all been in here working on something and I ain't I'm excited to see what come of it. I know y'all still got some work to do on this new project,
yeah.
but
Get some
we
progress. Thanks to you though.
ah
Shout
nah.
out, shout out to Maya. I appreciate
Nah, I appreciate y'all because y'all, listen, again, y'all one of them ones who just come in and y'all just be dropping little gems and dimes and just be willing to help for nothing. And
you.
I'll be like,
Yeah,
I appreciate that. So y'all already know with me, it ain't even no question
I
about
did
it.
have to sneak into your office the first time and get a chair.
Oh, sneak in.
The first time.
I ain't
I'm
tripping.
like, well, shit, she got a camera in here, so I'm just wave at the camera first and then let her know, like, I'm going to get a chair right quick.
I'm gonna let
Like,
you know. I don't really check the camera when y'all in here. Cause
I was like, hey, because I came in here soldier and P-Way was recording first. I looked around like, I know Maya got a chair in there. I'm about to go in there,
oh
like,
yeah,
no,
you already
no,
know.
like, let me go get a chair right quick.
I ain't
I'm
never.
gonna put
I
it
ain't
back.
tripping. I ain't tripping on y'all.
Like, shoot, yeah. Thank you
Shit.
so much.
Well,
Yeah.
nah, I appreciate y'all. I'm looking forward to it. I know y'all working on a little event later on in December
Yeah,
of
fam
Fam
sessions.
Sessions Part 2,
Yeah.
which I'm excited about. So,
Looking forward to that. Looking
we
forward to
might
that.
have to do like a little live taping of the show,
Hey,
you
ooh.
know, during we figure something out. We
Ooh,
gonna figure
now we
something out.
talking.
Cause,
Man, I ain't think about that.
yeah, the Fam Sessions Part 1 was dope.
Yeah.
So I already know Fam Sessions Part 2 about to be it's
Yeah.
about to be moving like that. But
Even that was my first event I've done. I put together and done like since I've probably put together an event at What's Next.
oh, for
Like
real?
I threw a party. That was I haven't done anything at What's Next since '08.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think like nothing that just my name and then like not bringing in like working under somebody else's wing or foundation, like something that I put together from scratch. Like that's the first thing I did in Flint since '08 was the fan sessions and then the basketball game
Mm-hmm.
that we did at the school. Um, like how you said earlier that we need to start doing, y'all pay attention. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
start getting with each other and
For
find
real.
out who got something going on certain days.
For real.
Before I did my events, I talked to whoever I could and was like, hey, what do we got going on? Joel would tell I was even hitting
Mm-hmm.
on Joe because I remember Joel wanted to do the 40th anniversary. I'm
Yeah.
like, when exactly do you want to do that? Because I got some
Yeah.
plans for something and I do not want them to conflict because I have to be at your 40th anniversary thing.
Yeah.
Like with Jeff, I'm like, you doing any wine and runs? Adriana, when the next fashion show? Like they'd tell you, I was hitting them up like, yo, I'm trying to do my thing and y'all know I gotta be there for y'all shit too.
Yeah.
So, and I want y'all a part of my shit. So
Right.
it's like, yo, I gotta make sure these days and times do not conflict.
For
Like once
real.
Jeff, Adriana, and Jordan was like, yeah, ain't nothing going on Martin. You told me like, yo, what was that, March 8th or something like that? I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember. Like, nothing going on that day in March. And I'm like, that's the day we doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to everybody, all the big events that I'm aware of, or anybody that might be getting ready to put something together. Let me check into it because like I don't want to do that. So with mine, I
Mm-hmm.
know I'm like, man, I ain't about to have no conflict with these dates and
Mm-hmm.
stuff because I like to get out and support everybody. So if you available, hopefully you can slide through, check
Oh
us
yeah,
out.
we gonna turn that one up for sure. We gonna
Let's
turn
do
that one
it.
up. Well, Chris, appreciate you. We gonna have you on again. Thank you for blessing us.
Oh, anytime. Looking forward to it.
Oh
Looking
yeah.
forward to it. Let's get it. Keep doing your thing too.
Oh yeah, you
We
already
proud of
know.
you out
You
here.
already know. Little uptowns and much to discuss.
Hey,
Little
Uptown
collaboration.
Sounds. Yeah, we got much to discuss in this Uptown Sounds.
Uh-huh.
Let's get it. Yeah.